So today we're discussing the Noir line of Tom Ford and which one I think is the best. So with the original Noir, you get more florals, you get things like violet, as well as iris, rose, geranium and sage. That's kind of in a dark floral direction rather than out and out gourmand dessert. The extreme versions, it's more in the dessert gourmand direction. So with the Noir Extreme EDP, it resembles kulfi, which is an Indian dessert, a kind of spicy, ice creamy vanilla type of a feel, and you also get a heavy dose of vanilla in there. So Noir Extreme, I would say, is kind of a powdery vanilla dessert type of a fragrance. If you're looking for that tasty gourmand winter scent, you'll probably really like that. But for me, Noir Extreme Parfum is my personal favourite. It has additions of ginger and a very noticeable leather, which give it kind of an animalic, more masculine sharpness. So where the Noir Extreme EDP is more powdery, I find the Noir Extreme Parfum is more sharp and masculine. That's my interpretation of it, and I just enjoy the scent a bit more as well. Performance on all three of these is pretty decent. I find maybe Noir is the one lacking a little bit on that front. So I would place Noir in third place. I do think it's slightly overlooked, like no one really seems to talk about it. Everyone just talks about the extremes, which I do think are better, so I get that. But Noir's quite nice if you like the idea of more florals mixed in with the kind of similar DNA to Noir Extreme, then you might find Noir a bit of a hidden gem. I do like the Extreme EDP if you want that kind of powdery, vanilla, edible, coffee type of dessert feel. But for me, the Parfum is just a step up, and it's just kind of added those elements that I think the EDP could have done with. I think leather does go really well with the Noir Extreme DNA. Like I say, it gives it more of a kind of masculine edge. For the winter, just ideal. I think it's one of the best cold weather fragrances out there. But this whole line is quite unique. When I think of, like, if I was thinking of other brands and things and what I would suggest as alternatives, I can't think of too much that's close. So this line does capture something unique that I can't really find in other fragrances that are, anything coming to my mind is quite different. So if you haven't checked out the Noir and Noir Extremes, I would suggest doing so, as you might really like them, especially with the cold weather coming up. But my personal pick would be the Parfum. I just think that is the best of the three. I know a lot of people love the EDP, and if you have that, you have an excellent fragrance. And yeah, you don't need to upgrade to the Parfum because that is very good. But if you're looking for one of the three and you don't have any, I would suggest the Parfum personally. But yeah, all good. Can't really lose out here. Quality fragrances, great gourmands for the colder months. What do you think, guys? What's your favourite? Be interested to hear any thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.